Righto guys, guess what's on today? Oh, you guessed it actually, good guess. We're gonna fix my LED UV light, okay? So, these are, you probably find you have lots of normal lights that have the same problem, okay? So, what it is, right? These UV lights, I use them to find the dye stains when I'm fixing aircons, right? Now these lights have got this sort of a setup, okay? Where they've got these two round tubes, okay? And each one has 3 AA batteries, okay? So if you know anything about batteries, I'll tell you. One of these batteries is 1.5 volts, okay? So you times that by 3, that's 4.5 volts. So one of these little round things, right, is 4.5 volts. Now, they put one on each other because 4.5 times plus 4.5 is what? 9 volt, that's right. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna modify my light to run 2 9 volt batteries. So I'm gonna wire them up so that basically it's just like having one super 9 volt battery, okay? So I'll never have to change AA batteries again for it because it's just a waste of time. And yeah, you might find you have a light at home that does this, and you know you can use this to fix yours, whatever. But I'm going to show you a cool trick. Okay, so these are the round cylinders that I was telling you about. So what happens is, yeah, they slide up in here, something like that. This screws on. See how that body is an earth. Okay, so basically the entire light itself is a negative charge. But what I find is like rubbish about this design of light is that's aluminium. Aluminium's not a very good conductor, so how's that really going to work in the first place? You know? So, okay. I'm going to open him up. Right, so these are no good. We're going to get rid of these. These are crap. So if you actually look, see the rust? I've scratched them up a bit trying to get my light to work a couple of times, but yeah, these are no good. These are just crappy batteries that I bought because I kept replacing them, you know. So not gonna do that anymore. Okay. Right. How to fix up at the camera. So basically, what goes on is, see the red wire? The red wire is going to be your power wire, okay? And it's switched. So this side of that switch is here, and the other side is in there. So I have to pull the light apart, and yeah, we'll solder onto that, join into that, so we can still use that same switch. And this blue, you can see the blue wire is soldered to the body of the light. We're going to get rid of that because it's not a very good circuit, not with like aluminium or some rubbish steel, whatever this is. I don't know anything about these batteries. I don't know if they're good quality or not, but I just went to JCar to buy these. So what these are, if you're going to buy a set, go to JCar and ask for 9 volt battery connectors. That's what that is, okay? So they just clip on, they only go on one way, okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a wiring diagram. I'm going to draw it for you first before I show you how we wire this up. Actually, before I show you how I'm going to wire it up, I'll pull this apart. Yeah, see? So that earth is put onto that circlip. That's rubbish. How's that going to be for a conductor? No good. Let me get this out. pops out like that. The rubber's come out, yep. So we put that rubber back in. Okay. So what I want to do, because we're gonna put this in here, okay? So they're gonna sit in there like that, one in after the other. So it's got twice the amount of power, same voltage. I'm gonna wire it up so it's the same voltage, but twice the amount. So it should last ages. You know, I shouldn't have to change this thing for, you know, a year. Fingers crossed. Okay. So what I want to do, like this, that's going to be my earth. I'm going to solder this to that. So I'm going to cut that one short. So the bottom battery, the bottom 9 volt, that's the one that I'm going to wire up to that blue one. Okay, the top one I'm going to cut and I'm going to solder it onto like that. So the top one gets cut. Okay. Strip the wire back. Okay. I'm gonna undress her. Okay, so it's something like that. So forget about the red wires for now. Okay. It's the black wires we want to look at. So the black one from the top, I've cut it really short, and then the long one is going up to here. Okay, and then I'm going to solder them. Gas soldering one's always pretty good, you know. If you're out in the field, they're good to have. Sometimes you don't always have power. 240 volt ones are, they're good. You can get more powerful, you know. Right. So with these as well, they have like a hole in them for the heat to get out. So you want to point that away from the battery. Okay. Alright. So also this is how that switch works too. So basically the old batteries, like the round cylinders, they click onto there. Okay, and then the switch does the switching allows power to go on and off. Closes and opens the circuit. Don't need a lot of tape. Can't imagine it catching fire. Okay, she's taped. Now, with this one, it's sort of like my theory. My theory is how I'm going to wire them. It's sort of in series. It's not parallel. I'm pretty sure that's the right way around. So basically, I'll explain it in the video how it works. But it's not going to work because this battery's closer to the output. But I'm doing it my way anyway. Okay. Now this wire. On this one, I'm going to do. So on the last one, it was the bottom one I used to go to the earth, okay? And then this one I'm going to use the top one, go to the switch. So the idea is it drains from both of them at the same time. That's the theory. But really it'd be easier. Yep. Okay. It doesn't matter anyway, it's just a little light. Okay, so we can do the top one. Okay, strip her back. Do the same thing here. Okay. So you'll know when she's on, there'll be a little orange flame come up. Yep, see, there you go. Get it hot. And hit her. Cool. Wonder if I have any professional solderers on here that want to match me work. I don't like doing too much of this because I have dainty little fingers and they get sore after a while, so I'm more like sitting in the air conditioning in the office and that sort of person, you know what I mean? Okay. Now, can we put this on the red? I think so. So what I'm doing here is the pliers are actually going to stop the heat going straight to the switch. The pliers are going to soak up some of the heat when I heat up that metal tab. Okay. Yep. Strip some of this back. So this one doesn't really need to be that long. Put it back here. There you go, we use the other battery. Yeah, she's hot. Cool, the heat's gone right through that. Let him cool down. So they're pretty tough, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Now the next job, we still need to use this circlip, so cut the wire of that and I'll keep that. That's going to hold the other part in place. Then I'll strip this back. Okay, I might do a bit more. Okay. Yep, she's right. Switch still clicks, that's good. Alright. Now what I'll do, I'll drop them down. Cool, we can actually see if this works. Okay, so I'm holding the earth together. Just gotta hit the switch. There you go. And that's bright. That's way better than it's ever been, to be honest. Awesome. This is gonna last so much longer. I'm happy about that. Just join these. Because the way this is, you can just put the wires on each side and then it'll just slide in between them. That works.
Use the hairdryer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. How long are you going to film for? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we've completed the circuit. That works. Right, and we just got to throw it back together. This is a terrible job. Fiddly shit. So you got when the switch goes in, then you slide it over. So it slides in like that, and the switch sort of sits at the bottom. That work? It did. Cool. Yeah, see? There you go. Easy as that. Okay, we'll just look at that. Perfect. The spring can hold it. There's a little bit of movement, so I might put a bit of paper in there or something. Alright. Circle. I'll put it this way. Cool. Alright. Maybe twist him that way. There's that. What's going on here? And the red wire's broken. Okay, so this, yeah, so that's the original red wire, so I'm just going to fix that now. Probably just needs a good hit of solder. Give it a good amount like I did the other one. Bend him up. Now we're going to get this to work. Something like that. Got a hand off one of my lovely assistants.
Let's get something that's not explode.
Yep. Anything that'll explode around here loves me. Cool. Just hold it for a second. I'll take the reins. There you go. Give it a good hit. You know? She ain't going anywhere. Make sure it works. Yeah, so that's all the problem was. The original red wire broke off. Nothing I can't handle. Okay. Look at that. See? So there you go. Easy as that. One thing I will do, just rip off a bit of paper. You know what I mean? And like, save you buying a new light. Like it doesn't have to be UV. It can be any light you got. Save you buying a new light. Just stick a bit of paper in there. That'll hold them 2 batteries square. You know. Yeah. Save you going and buy a new light. That cost me $10 for them 2 connectors that go onto the batteries, and that's with the new batteries as well. You know. So, and I'm telling you, this thing's gonna last forever. Look at that. Come get some. All right, hope you're ready to get educated because you're going to learn today. Now, when it comes to DC voltage, okay, and direct current battery, look, I'm talking about the light situation, but you can do this with your car batteries as well. Okay, so the idea is there's the battery, okay, and you got the positive, negative terminals. Okay, so positive, negative, or whatever. Okay, now this is going to be my light. Okay, that's the sign for the light. Okay, so we're going to have a switch with a switch that I wired up. So the switch is going to go something like this. Okay, so when you close the circuit, light turns on. All right. Now, so let's do this. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. Now, when it comes to these batteries, what I want to do is I want this positive to join onto here, and then I want this positive to go up and go onto that battery. Now I want this negative to go to there, and I want this negative to go to there. And so what happens is, this is the worst diagram I've ever drawn, but what happens is basically it takes the positive from this one and it takes the negative from that one. So therefore it's going to drain them both at the same time. Whereas if you do them up differently, or if you do them up like, if you do them I'll draw it again. That's what I'll do. Okay. So this is like a bad way to do it. Shitty fucking thing. Okay, positive, negative, positive, negative. Now if this is your light, okay, we'll just put that as the light. Okay, so you need power and earth on each side of that light to turn it on. If you do it like this, what'll happen is it's going to drain out of this one, and then this one's going to maintain that one, if that makes sense. So fingers crossed you can actually see what I was just doing. Alright, there's your lesson. Right, yeah, so it's just a test on how good this works. Here's a photo of a lamb that my missus saved. She's a vegan, so she saved one of them. Look at this. You know? There's no way them AA batteries are going to do that. That good. Like, that's crazy. And then over here, we've got a couple of dogs that I sponsor. So a couple of seeing eye dogs. So there you go. Have a good one. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Got more stuff coming. It'll be really good.